I guess the main purpose of this video is to just to say, don't let life beat you the fuck down to the ground. Don't let no job beat you the fuck down to the ground. Bitch, don't let none of that beat you down to the ground. I mean, I feel like the worst that can happen to you, besides like a loss, losing a loved one, if it's not life or death, or something to do with like a health situation, really serious, I'm gonna have to exclude those two from what I'm saying. If it's not any of those, then ho, get it the fuck together, bitch. Life is too motherfucking short. We just sit here and be worrying and stressing our motherfucking ass off about some shit. And then you get out of the situation, years go by, you doing good. And you look back at it and be like, bitch, I was really stressing about that. You down there losing your marbles to some shit that was like, wow. Like, I'm looking back at some shit in my life and I'm like, that I thought I was devastated by it in that time. But I'm looking at it from Hazel spectrum now, and I'm like, wow, that, I mean, I guess because I've been through so much more shit over the years that I'm looking back at it, it's like, baby, that wasn't even devastating, but at that time it was so devastating to me. Energy is very important. If you wake up for whatever reason and you have an attitude, or you're just not really feeling it, I don't know, you haven't had your dose of coffee yet, your dose of weed or whatever, and you sitting there looking a mess, hair nappy, face greasy, unwashed, ain't showered, no makeup on, no nothing, right? You're gonna be feeling down, you're gonna be feeling miserable, or you're not gonna be feeling good. But when you get yourself together, you shower, you wash your face, you comb your hair, and you put on your makeup and look beautiful, it's going to change that. You're gonna feel better, right? So when you do that, by you feeling better, that's energy. And that's good energy you're putting out there. We don't realize that. We really don't. So when you looking crazy walking around the house, just think about where your mental is at that time. You're not gonna be at the probably feeling the best. Your energy gonna be low, so you're gonna be putting that energy out there. So reverse it and clean yourself up. The same way cleaning your home up. Bitches, your house is fucked up and trashed up. You'll be like, oh shit, this is house raggedy, nasty. You gonna be feeling all whatever. And then if you clean your house up, you're gonna be feeling good. Like, oh shit, house is clean, smelling good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's part of being organized too. When you have it organized like that, you feel good, and then you're gonna put good energy out there. That's very good. And that's what I've been working on, is being organized, so I can have good energy all throughout the day. Not later on, during the day, get some meds or whatever and you start feeling all good and shit. Like, no, a bitch wanna feel good all day. Oh, this is very important. I almost forgot to talk about it. Okay, as a trans woman, in the sex industry, escorting, this world, right? Of that, using our she sticks, our bottom parts, on the man is very popular. Just using it with each and every way. Very popular. There's a lot of trans women out there with big platforms. Um, big names that very proud of their piece, that will never think about getting SRS. It's good, it's there, and they like to use it. Me, on the other hand, I never cared for my piece down there. It's not something I care to use ever. I don't care to use it ever. I don't have to ever do anything with it. It won't affect me. You know what I'm saying? The only way that I've been using it is because of what I do for like entertainment for others. Other than that, I wouldn't give no fuck. And by me transitioning and where my mindset is, and by me taking hormones, it had me less interested. When you're a male, you get horny, you got all that testosterone inside of you. You want to shoot out all the lotions and milks, right? I don't care about any of that as a woman. I believe I answered this question before. Do I want a vagina? Well, do I mind having a vagina? I don't think I would, but I don't know necessarily if that's something that I want. I guess it's too early for me to decide. Maybe a few more years in my transition, I will kind of have a better analysis. Like, okay, yes, this is what I want. I will say, however, recently, and I'm talking about recently, I have been having even more or less interest in what I have down here than before. It was always neutral for me at first. Like, okay, it's there. I don't mind looking at it. I had no dysphoria about it. It was like nothing. It was like, okay, it's there. It is what it is. It don't define who I am as a woman. But now it's almost kind of like a problem. I don't know, because it's getting more put to use for what I do as work. But now I don't feature it. I don't care for it. I do not care for it at all, especially to fucking use it. So, all these men out here that want to get topped, oh shit, I don't know about that, honey. It's to the point I don't even like it being touched on, sucked on. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. I don't even want to go that route like that and say it. It's the woman in me that's coming out even more, that's blossoming to the scene. I don't even want to say that, because there is amazing trans women out there that engage and uses their she sticks without a problem, and they're women. But I don't want to cross the two like that and say that to offend others. But I'm gonna say it, Hazel, you are right. I feel like that's the woman coming out inside of me, period. I guess as long as I'm working in this industry, we'll see what we can do. But I don't care for it at all. If someone wants to come to me and we don't use it, then that's totally motherfucking fine. I don't give a fuck about it being sucked on, none of that, because it doesn't pleasure me. I know a lot of trans women out there that love it being touched on and licked on. I would have had more so loved that as a gay male. I would have really loved it, especially with the type of man that I cross paths with now. I would have really loved it. But as a woman, my stance has changed, so much. So I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think about that in the comments? Like, really tell me, what do you think? Because I don't care for someone to just suck on it or anything. I'm just like, yeah. So I think my future partner, for me, he I guess if I have it, he don't have to give a fuck about it at all. Um, like that, knowing that it's there, but I don't care for him to touch on it at all or to wanna do all this shit with, like suck and get fucked and all that with it, baby. No. But bitch, also too, I just switched to the injections. So bitch, maybe that got more of an effect on it. Interesting. Remember, I was on a patch. Now I'm on an injection. That's a little bit, a little bit more. So what if that's what it is? Oh, I actually do. There is something that I'm very interested in doing. I don't know how you guys would feel about it, but on this channel, I really want to tell a lot of ghost stories and shit. I don't know. That's something I'm so interested in as a whole, as a person. I love horror stuff. I love spooky shit, scary stuff. I love it. Like I want to go to a spooky museum type of park, amusement park, spooky roller coaster rides and haunted houses and shit. I love shit like that. Like I be scared as fuck. It's excitement for me. I love watching horror movies. I just love it. So I really would love to experience some spooky shit like that. But I definitely, on this channel, I definitely want to talk about some ghost stories and shit. I mean, we still gonna mix it up like we do, but I want to incorporate that in my channel, you know. But anyway, my babies, I just want to tell you guys again, if it's not life or death, and you stressing and worried about some shit, mm-mm, mm-mm. Clean it up, honey. Clean it up. You a bad bitch. You good. You a real one. Don't don't worry about no bullshit like that, okay? If it's not about if it's not life or death situation that you're in currently, don't stress about it. You can change that shit, okay? You can change it. And I love you. Bye, babies.